Who bitch ever reported?
I don't know, bro.
They reported you said that shit about the the people in the
Yeah.
group.
Shout out to everybody that reported me. Let me just jump right out the motherfucking gate and say that. You bitch ass motherfuckers reported me and got me blocked so I can't post. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that stupid life. Y'all quick to take to
Straight
scroll
up.
past something you don't want to
You
see.
don't want to fucking see.
Shit, I do it all the time.
Bro, I just had that conversation the other day.
That's why I got 2 pages without
Goddamn, O pulled up on me. He was like, yeah, I saw the girl said she was ready to block you and shit. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, look, my thing is, if you see something you don't like on somebody's page, if they not talking to you, let that shit fly, bro.
Yeah.
You can unfriend me. You don't have to block me.
Yeah. You can you can block me, unfriend me.
Now,
but when you speak on it, then it's something else. Like, hold on, bro.
Now,
you know how many people I remove and block?
I'm hitting you up, then by all means block me.
Yeah.
But
you know how many people I remove and block? They don't even know. They don't even know.
Fish block list.
Like, man,
you seen fish block list?
Man, I ain't got no
fish block list is extreme.
What the fuck we gonna keep on? I feel like why keep on going back and
you
forth?
You get one shot with fish, this nigga will remove and block you.
My block list.
I know motherfuckers I blocked 2 years ago, bro. They
on
still on the block list. 3 years ago, they still on the block list. Like shit.
I want you to see my fucker in my life. If you don't like me, fuck. You gonna watch it?
Got 2 tears in a goddamn bucket.
You gonna fucking watch this fucker?
I understand that one too.
Fuck you.
Following fish just went live on Facebook. No shit.
Anyway,
facts, B.
No shit, dog.
Almost about to get on my original page. You know, in about 6 days. Facebook jail. Eric Sleezo Jackson coming that day.
You ready to bounce back?
Yeah, I'm ready to bounce back, baby.
Sleeze said he ready to be back. He was in Facebook jail, you bitch ass motherfuckers. You put him in it, and then he ready to come back.
Goddamn right.
You bitch ass niggas.
Y'all ain't gonna like what I gotta say when I come back either. Fuck. That's why I got 2 babies.
Fuck him.
That's why I got 2 babies, you bitch.
Fuck him.
And I still tag my other page when my post will come up. So
fuck him.
Yeah. Can't stop greatness, baby.
Tell him, Sleeve.
Can't stop motherfucking greatness. Oh, man. Y'all so whack. I ain't got no life. Damn, that's a real subject.
Shout out to the treasurer of Petersburg, bro.
Shout out to the city treasurer, man.
Hey, no, I was tripping because the nigga was like, he admits to stealing $2,500. I'm like, he admits
to $2,500.
But you know that's
bank probably took 25 bank.
Right. But you can trace $2,500, so I'm gonna go ahead and admit to that. I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
That's what you trace? You trace 2,500? Yeah, if the people were smart, they would have threw that number out there and let him admit to it. And then gave him the real jump. Like, you know.
Oh, so you did steal that money? So you did. This was the real number.
Because it's really 50,000 it was missing.
Oh, my.
Oh, my God.
Oh. They ain't slick right there, though.
No, that's just funny, though. That's why his water bill's high as a bitch now, though. St. Petersburg is working out.
St. Petersburg in debt with everybody.
You know how many people...
That shit just amazing, though. It's like, man, these people robbed the city blind, for real.
I can't say blind.
The city already bad off.
I mean, the city not really bad off. I'm telling you, it's not, yo. Like, the city
it's not bad for everybody trying to make it out to be.
Yeah. It's the motherfuckers that's actually in control of the paper. These are the people that's fucking up the whole thing.
Yeah, you right about
Look at all these businesses, all these lofts and shit.
You
know what I mean? All these different stuff that's opening up. Like, forever, downtown Pittsburgh is booming. Yeah, Long Street, got them alibis. Wabi Sabi, they just got a new Italian jump. It used to be Java Moy, got them Maria's.
I like what?
They strapped. International Andres, Alexander's.
Kroger's Spot. So you can go on my page.
I did. Kroger's Spot, I'm not going to do. Kroger's Spot down there. And it's funny you mentioned it, but it's lost over top of Kroger's Spot. And they turned the train station to a venue. And Civic Center still bring them money. That's all. Those are all tax-paying.
Yo. What's up? What up? Live and direct, the one and only big homie. J Fish, J Rose, call me whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me broke, because then you'll be insult me. Of course, I'm going to be your host for this evening, along with...
Sleezo. What time it is?
What's happening?
Facebook shouting.
So look, if you tuned in earlier while we were just talking that shit earlier and shit, we was just talking about the city treasurer. I don't know if y'all seen that shit, but it says the city treasurer is like fucking admitted to stealing like $2,500 of the city's money, right? So we said, man, we tripping off it, you know. I was like, we like, yo, man, this nigga admitted to $2,500. You know what I mean? Me personally, I truly think it probably was $25,000. maybe 30,000, maybe even more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even more. But we don't know that, and it's just fucked up that we have these people that's supposed to be, good people in the offices and in these important seats, and they're breaking the city down.
Everybody out for self.
This is why voting is important. This is the exact.
That's why today's topic is important.
Yeah.
This is exactly why today's topic is important.
You're absolutely right.
Because we play a role in everything we do. You know how many city council meetings that don't nobody go to? Mm-hmm. How many people have never seen the inside of City Hall? How many people have never seen the inside of one of them meetings where them meetings, how many people never voted in Petersburg?
Yeah, you're right. Hold on. Before we even jump into the topic, because I don't want to get deep into it, then we lose the people. I got to speak on everything else. This going on.
Talking about my boys, the Migos.
I was just about to say, shout out to the motherfucking Migos. Real niggas. Shout out to Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset, man. Fuck with y'all niggas, man.
They're ready to pop it off.
Bro, all the niggas about their life.
Because first off, that shit that Joe Budden did, let me just be the first to say this. Real talk. What camera am I looking at? What motherfucker? This one right here, right? Look. Joe Budden's, you're a sucker for that shit you pull.
Sucker ass nigga.
Them young boys, they getting off, they doing their thing. Let them young niggas eat, man. And you had your time.
He don't want that.
You had your chance to shine. You want to smoke crack, right? Alright then.
You smoke crack, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't
you? You want to kill yourself, son. You want to do it expeditiously.
Do that.
Oh, shit.
You doing interviews and shit trying to be disrespectful to these niggas. Like, that fucked up.
But why did you keep Chris Brown, though?
Karuchi.
Because he light skin.
Chris, let me speak to you, Chris. VA all day. I respect you. I swear to God. I'm going to hold it down for the V. That's just what it is.
Chris got them hands.
But, if that shit is about a bitch, no one respect it.
Yeah, you right.
I'm sorry. It ain't respected, my nigga. Niggas die every day.
So
niggas die every day.
Niggas die every day.
I think he tried to say because him and Quavo got cool. Or Quavo said something about him and Quavo supposed to be tight.
Him and Quavo ain't tight. When do Quavo and Chris Brown got a song together?
At all. I'll wait. I ain't heard it.
Niggas is tight. Niggas is cool. They make songs together.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what they do. Now, if you a millionaire and I'm a millionaire, of course we gonna be in the same circle because we are entertainers and we millionaires. So of course we in that circle. But my nigga, we just affiliated. Yo, bitch,
you got hoes, bro.
It's fair game for me.
A different area code.
Damn, bro. You Chris
Yeah,
Brown.
that's another thing.
I know you got Joe better than Karuchi.
You Chris Brown, my nigga.
On my life, I know you got Joe better than Karuchi,
my nigga.
Sports. Frank got drafted.
Oh, congratulations, Frank motherfucking Mason. Sacramento Kings. What is his number though?
30.
No, 34 is the 34th pick. That's not gonna be his number.
No.
They said 4, but Chris Webber retired the number 4.
Yeah, I don't know about
then he won't have the number 4.
I'm
just hoping it's
somebody
tell me a number so I can order the jersey.
I'm like telling us Frank number. I know y'all know.
Everybody else had
a couple people it was so many people up under the status and going back and forth.
And I just want to speak on that. A lot of people was upset talking about everybody's bandwagoning because they don't know him personally. And they didn't go to school with him. You're supposed to support people from your area.
You support who's from the area.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you do. They never met Trey.
You're absolutely right.
Bitches all on that man. They ain't never seen that man. They ain't been no concerts.
Like he said, I feel exactly where he's coming from. If this is where you from, he's from where you from, man, support it. That's what this shit is about.
That's motivation to show that y'all can make it the fuck out of it.
The only thing that I say about the whole situation is support people through the struggle also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I won't be that type, you know what I'm saying?
They support I know how it is, bro.
I know how it is. People will jump on the bandwagon. And I understand where other people are coming from, because the people that's been there through the mud with a nigga, when you reach to that level and all these bandwagons come and make you feel a certain kind of way. Because you know, in the struggle, it was just you and them. Yeah, and I respect that. And I know how it is. You know what I'm saying? But
I say we get serious, jump right in.
Dwayne always want to jump right in. Let the people know what we're talking about.
Man, today we're talking about, goddamn, the struggles of being African-American in 2000 motherfucking 17.
Shit hot.
It's hard out here for the crap. We're trying to get the money for the rent. It's hard out here.
Yeah, it is.
There's so many obstacles.
So since we're speaking on the struggles and you want so eager to jump in it, give me some of the struggles, man. Tell me something.
Number one, the judicial system.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh. Now, not to be a sucker for, you know what I mean?
Hold on. I don't want to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off. Anybody that's tuning in, that's checking us out right now, if you feel like you want to speak and you want to be brought in on the conversation, just let us know. We'll bring you right in, okay? But what you were saying, my nigga? What I mean by that, we'll bring you in. We'll live broadcast you also.
Yeah.
Just let us know if you want to tune in, and we'll invite you right on in.
I definitely feel like not to cop out or to make an excuse for anything, but I feel like the system is built against African Americans.
Yes, it is. I
do feel like everything we do leads up to either the jail or the graveyard. It's really just because of the limited options that we allow. A lot of African Americans struggle with finding employment. We struggle with getting housing. We struggle with getting anything that allows us to progress. And the number one thing is, if you keep us in the system, the more of us got F's on that report card, the less of us is in that voting poll and vote on election day.
See, but that's why they designed it to be like that. That's why it's, for the longest time it was so quick for to give the urban man F on his record. You know what I'm saying? But what I hate to see is that we as African Americans know how hard it is to be African Americans daily, yet we will still tear each other down.
We don't try to overcome.
Like, we don't try to overcome.
We try to fight each other.
The Asians don't do that.
What you say in the song? Like crabs and very few make it out of the barrel.
Yeah, real talk.
We hold each other down.
We hold each other down. Every chance we get, we bring that motherfucker down.
And it's lonely at the top because they ain't help you when you make it.
They ain't helping you when you make it.
All the other races, when you look at all the other races, Chinese people, they all live together. They all give each other jobs. They all got a business. Indian people,
they trade business with most family members. I make the money for 3 years. You make the money for 3 years. He make the money for 3 years. Niggas like I'm gonna make it the whole time.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Shit crazy, man. We fight against each other, knowing we ain't gonna get nowhere because we can't get nowhere because don't nobody want to see nobody else succeed. Like I won't come to you and try to help you and be like, yo, bro, let's do this together. I'm gonna try to do it because I want to get all the money, or I'll be like, come, let's do this together.
But then in
the end, I'm fighting against you and I do some shitey shit against you. To where I'm on top because I feel like we shouldn't be equal. It's a bad idea.
Let me ask this question. How many of y'all are cops and Fresh Frames? How many of y'all cop Mitra J? How many of y'all are cop Shamar? Man, they different.
It doesn't matter.
How many of y'all supported a local African-American black-owned business? How many of y'all have done that? How many of y'all go to Shaheed? How many of y'all go to Illusions? How many of y'all go to these black-owned businesses and actually show your support?
Yeah, show real love. Break bread. Show love to everybody.
What's funny is we'll tip at the white establishments. When we go into a black establishment, we go into liaison.
We got so much to say about it. We found out everything to downgrade the establishment. Like it's so. It should be pissing me off sometimes because I be like, damn, a motherfucker be looking for the negative. Yeah. Instead of the positive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm like, man, yo, you examining this shit looking for what's wrong instead of taking it for what it is. A black man thriving.
Because we'd rather tear each other down at the end of the day. And for real, that's the mindset we was taught. We was taught, it's sad, but we were taught by the quote unquote, by my grandpa say, the white man to tear each other down because they led by example. They showed us by example that that's what we do.
Melanie said, Melanie, you want to join in? Would you like for the tune in? We'll bring Melanie in. But I understand exactly where you're coming from because on one of the, I think it was the show before last, we were speaking on a few things and I touched on basis of how Section 8 and how Section 8 is designed to break up the black home, right? You know what I'm saying? What's right? The black male can't stay there. The woman being independent by him leaving out of that household,
having to leave out.
Yeah, having to leave out of the household. But this creates a struggle for the African American, even in society. These becomes broken homes all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
When you separate it, people can't progress as much as they want.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah.
That ain't just a quote. That's facts. That's real facts.
And they know that though. They don't
that's a good question.
That's
a good question, Miss Widener, Katie Widener. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Katie.
I'm sorry. I didn't know if I mispronounced your name. But she says, ultimately, what do you want to see happen? I would like to see more black on black love.
Unity.
Yeah. I would like to see more unity.
I would see the glorification of black.
I would like to see the black woman accept the black male with less judgment.
We should be able to appreciate
and that's vice versa.
We should be able to appreciate the greatness in each
other.
Not even to make it about color. We should appreciate the greatness in everyone. No matter which color, black, white, brown, yellow. We need to appreciate the color in everybody.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we're all of the human race.
Yeah.
But the hardest part for African Americans is we don't want to accept ourselves as being a part of one big whole. It's sad. We kind of want to push ourselves off by ourselves. We push ourselves off onto an island. And that's one of the main things that holds us smooth back.
Yeah. But see, that's the problem with it. It's just tearing down. Like we already got enough struggles. Like, do you see how many black brothers are dying from the hands of these dirty ass cops?
About that earlier?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we already dying out here. They killing us off, literally. They killing us off.
Our image is already being fucked up anyway by the media and by the shit we put on Facebook, what people see and perceive us as already as it is. So for us to show them, we letting them win. We ain't doing shit. We breaking ourselves down the whole time.
I agree, Ms. Forbes. It need to be broken.
The stereotypes that are built for the black community is so cynical. It's so menacing that you automatically assume when you. As a business owner, when you see a group of African Americans walk in, you automatically assume that it could possibly be trouble. But when I'm sorry to cut you off, but we was talking about this earlier, and like Sleaze was saying, you know, I see my young boys, they put the groups, I mean, they be in the groups of the cars and everybody holding their guns up and stuff, and all at the cameras and all that shit. And I understand that shit might look cool, but these cops are using these videos as reasoning to kill the man that's not even like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The people that don't even
all the Mike Browns, the Trayvon Martins, these guys is dying every day behind police brutality. These niggas ain't got videos with guns and shit up, but they using that same shit. That's why people are saying it's stupid to even do that. Because when you still killing us. Right. Because of this.
Right.
Because these crackers is getting off because of the other shit that you doing. They labeling the rest of us like that. They're animals.
It sounds crazy, but killing niggas is a business now.
Yeah.
Locking niggas up is a business now. Do you know the jail system? The jail system is one of the biggest industries in America.
African Americans, the population of us is like 30% of the country, but we 60% of the jail population.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it. And to address Ms. Forbes, the problem with African Americans is we're too locked on our history. I'm sorry, not to downgrade or to undermine the history, but at some point we have to let that slave mentality go.
Don't be stuck in the past.
Nobody that's alive today was a slave. If it is, then they like what 100 something?
They ain't
100 plus.
They ain't no way.
So ain't not now one of us ever been a fucking indentured service. We ain't picked no cotton.
Correct.
We ain't baked no biscuits for massa. We ain't got none of that shit.
If you've been locked up though, that's a slave.
We have to move past
that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's modern day slave.
You're absolutely right.
At some point,
if you did time,
at some point we gotta go.
They was making money off. You think you paying that $1 a day? Then people making bread off you being in there.
$1.
Man,
$3. Yeah, it's $3
now.
But that's just that. In the regular system, it's not even like that.
Right.
I understand exactly what you're saying. People are they're getting over on this level because of the jail and the housing. You know, the black males in these facilities.
This is fucked up too because, man, I know in my situation, I done been same situation. A white dude going for it. I'm in the bullpen, cold as a bitch back there. Don't wonder what time I'm gonna get white dude come back in like 3 months. Word, same situation, same record, asshole, whatever. I go on that bitch and get a gift.
Easily.
Like, how the fuck that happened? This man just went in there with the same situation.
The same way these cops is getting off by killing us.
And anybody that know me, I'm pretty sure motherfucking know I work at Tony's. I know Tony, my grandpa. And the number one thing I complain about is I'm not gonna say everybody, but how a lot of the people that patronize Tony's Restaurant Lounge, they don't act like that in the white establishments. I see them in Buffalo Wild Wings. I see them in Applebee's. I see them in Hooters. And they don't come in there and they don't raise half the drama that they do in the black establishment. Because they feel like because it's local, because it's close, because it's black owned, that they can act like niggas. And I say niggas
you
because
can act like a nigga because it's a black man establishment.
Wrong. Wrong. You can't be like that.
That's wrong. You cannot be like that.
That's why we don't make it nowhere.
And that's why we don't make it because our business get fucked up.
The police are always outside.
The police outside.
We always getting shut down. We always over capacity. We always overbooking.
We always acting ass everywhere we fucking go for no reason.
See, but like
just like the shit that happened at the racetrack.
Like I said, yeah, that's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, these are the same things and the reasons that they are using to kill us off nationwide. Because people act like fools. Because we act so stupid and so ignorant in public. I urge for the young brothers to chill out. You know, if you want to do what you do, do it.
Man, at least aim for the person you got beef with.
And at the end of the day, it's not going to be
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
There's no struggle, there's no strength.
Niggas got it for real. Niggas got to handle their business if you feel like it. But at least aim for the person you fuck. Man, kids and shit getting hit.
Yeah.
Like pregnant chicks and all this shit that ain't got nothing to do with shit.
Look at the racetrack. They try to do something positive and have Cardi B and
Them niggas canceled that. They canceled every single event for the rest of the year after that.
And I can't blame them.
I
can't blame them. Them white people that own that.
But see, this is another reason. This is another reason why they say us as a city as a whole. This is why they say that we are bringing down everybody else because we don't have anything in the city. We are going to these other tri-city areas and fucking up their shit.
Right. Now, I'm glad you said it, Mel. I'm glad you said it. We lack leadership. We lack leadership in the community. The number one thing that used to keep the streets in order back in the day was hierarchy within the street. Not even scared of daddy. They were scared of the OG. They were scared of the older niggas that had been out here and they want to keep it peaceful so they can make a few dollars, so they can continue to grind because they don't have the same opportunities. So when shit got too rough, they would shut the young niggas down. They would shut the drama down. They would shut all the violence down.
It's totally different now because the older guys that had this leadership that was outside, these people fall victim to the judicial system and they go to jail and they get locked up. And then these young guys don't have any guidance. When the guidance is gone, you're forcing these young lunatics to become fathers and people who lead, and they can't really lead.
Well, ain't no leadership in the home with no fathers. They looking at TV and media and what they see grown men do on TV. That's why all these little niggas now running around with all these guns, doing all this crazy shit.
Because we lack cool. Because they and it's not just with the males. The females, the mothers are becoming younger and younger and younger.
Side bitches and all that.
I'm about to hit all three of these points real quick. Katie dropped some jewels on it. Number one, how do we change the minds and the ways of these youngers growing up? By giving them something to look up to. Yeah. We take all the programs away. We take all the activity away, and we leave them with nothing but
nothing to do.
I don't mind the double workshop. Them kids ain't got nothing to do.
So now they have nothing to do, and of course they're gonna run to the streets and have something to do.
Yeah. If they ain't got nothing to do, if they ain't got
number two. Yes, parenting plays a major role. Kids are raised and they do react off of how they were taught to react, how they seen things reacted. That's why I put the topic up the other day on do you argue in front of your kids? Because I feel like in the black community, so many people bring so much drama or they bring kids into so many adult problems that it gives the kids a sense of being on adult level. Yeah. It makes them feel like that I hate to be like this, but like their opinion fucking matters. Yeah. But you're a child.
You're a child.
You need to stay in a child's place. I know your grandma told you that.
But your grandma might not have told you that.
She might not have.
Because like I said, the mothers are younger and younger each year. So grandma
at the satellite.
The grandmothers at 30.
Right. They still trying to club every weekend.
And they still trying to club
their young boys. They still trying to get up like, come on.
I'm playing parenthood, man. Everybody got to get together, man.
And yes, the sad part is the examples that we have, the older men in the community, the examples that we have in the community, yes, they're either locked up or they're acting like the children or doing worse than the children. A lot of them are on the Snapchats and on the Facebooks and they're going live. Bro, you 40 plus years old.
Yeah, man, go start a family.
Bro, sit your ass down. Ain't you got some bills to pay? Ain't you got some grandkids to take care of?
Mr. Keenan seems he might have feel a certain kind of way about you might have. I guess you say cracker out.
He ain't like the word cracker.
Excuse me for saying that, but this is what's going on, Mr. Keenan. I'm sorry. The white cops are killing black males, and that's happening everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to change. We can't change society as a whole. We can try to change society. We can change ourselves to try to change society as a whole.
But you're like.
That's just how it stopped. You see, he had a lot right there. I couldn't.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
White cops killing black males.
Let's bring Tim in. Tim,
come on,
Tim. We're gonna get you in here, Tim.
Ha ha. Start it over.
Was it Tim Keenan?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily agree with everything he said. We're glorifying World Star. World Star is no more than social fucking media. Social media does not affect the reality.
I think he left. Hey, Melanie, we're gonna bring you in, Melanie. Let me see if I can get him in here.
Like, no, I don't. I don't really agree with a lot of stuff. If you want somebody to look at you different, no. People look at you different before we get an example.
We stereotype before that even happened.
I can't get them in there. But we want to speak on it. I got to speak on this. I'm sorry. Let me fix the screen, y'all.
We can see it from over here. But address it.
So, Mr. Keenan, what was his name?
It's Tim, man.
Tim
T-Bone. T-Bone.
Why is that?
Let me, I got to speak. I'm sorry, y'all. But he said a lot here. So I'm really, I'm trying to scroll back to actually see what he's saying. He speaks and he says, stop glorifying world star videos, be a role model for the kids in the community and for your own kids. Stop blaming others for your actions. You sell dope, don't cry and complain that the man is after you. Where did he get this from? I don't even know. I guess he's just speaking from seeing certain individuals in his society or in his community. But we are speaking on regular blacks,
productive,
strong black male figures. It's actually that.
I mean, not even male figures, but productive, strong black figures, strong African American figures.
But if excuse me if you felt offended by me saying cracker, or you know what I'm saying. Clearly he did. He said cracker out. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, go put peanut butter on your back. But look,
that's beside the point. The world star videos things, like I think, but this is the problem though. Exactly what he said. People are assuming that the entire black community is like this. Like he just made that assumption that we all are like this, and this is the argument right now.
The ones that's dying, and the ones the police is killing, ain't even like that. Y'all not even running up on the niggas that's in the videos with. Y'all ain't running up on nobody with no guns, no young niggas, nothing. Y'all killing niggas that got shit.
That's just besides the point. That's using these as reasons to kill.
Yeah.
And it is no reason to kill.
And the question was asked that, do we plan on doing something to give back to the community? Now, but regardless of whether y'all are aware or not, niggas actually do a lot in the community, whether we show face for it. But we support a lot of the activities, a lot of the Stop the Violence movements, a lot of the stuff that goes on.
I support a lot of the community. That's just point blank. Period.
So
the track record of what I do speaks for itself.
Not to say the volume of that we're giving, but just know that we are giving back into the community. We're feeding it because
I wouldn't speak on it if I'm not doing it. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You tripping.
But you expect people to.
Let me ask this question: How many of y'all done fed y'all community before?
Yeah.
How many of y'all done raised money?
See, but that's the crazy shit. That's the crazy shit. Because when people is out there feeding, or when we're actually giving money to help feed, I don't see a lot of the people. You know what I'm saying?
I know when I was feeding the homeless, I had a lot of people that didn't even. A lot of people said that, yeah, I'm coming, I'll help y'all. It was about 7 of us out there in the heat, in the blaring hot, and we gave out food, we gave out hygiene products. Mm-hmm. We really gave back to people. We even allowed some of them to let us know why they were in the predicaments they're in, because a lot of people don't take the time to look and see why the people are in the predicaments they're in.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't have a choice.
I get every time I see a person on the corner with a sign, I always get them bread. It's more than $1.
I can't say that. I can't say I give every single person the money. I don't give every single person the money.
I do. Except that one dude I seen that was acting like a woman. He had a wig on. He was like a woman.
I'm just not. I won't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I will help.
I've been homeless.
I will help from time to time.
I've been homeless before I know how that shit feels.
But we're speaking on, as far as like the struggles of you just tuning in and just catching up. We're speaking on the struggles of the African American daily. And we've already touched on basis as employment.
Acting our ways. We don't do that.
Oh yeah, no.
People too materialistic out here.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of the bigger problems. We're too focused on buying J's and Benzes and having 30s on our car. A lot of people that have these nice, luxurious, high-priced things, high-dollar things, live with their mama, stay with their girl. You know what I mean? Don't have no job.
Man, my daddy owned a house. When he was 26. He bought his first house. That man will buy a pair of shoes. I've seen him buy a pair of shoes, and he'll have them shoes for like 2 years.
See, but because we don't have, or we've grown up to make it and actually get something, I can't blame a person because they was not able to afford these things earlier, and now they are. They buy these things. I don't knock a person for that whatsoever. The struggle comes into place.
Say it again.
So what?
In reality, for real, when I look at it though, the reason why we do that is because even though we're supposed to leave the past in the past, for real, in the past, we kings and queens, man, we're supposed to be flashy.
You said we have an ancestry of royalty.
You know what I'm saying?
But you have to realize
go to
that
Africa and those kings and queens living over there.
Everybody not kings and queens.
They work to build their empire.
Yeah, you work to build. You work to build an empire.
They personally may not have, but their daddy did, or their daddy's daddy did, or their granddaddy's daddy's daddy did.
Yeah,
somebody along the line put in the work to leave a legacy. And the one thing that black people don't do, that other races do, is we don't build up an empire to pass down. We build up an empire to run it, and then we're going to prosper while we're here, and then
sell it, move on.
As soon as we sick of it, we're going to cash out with the white man, and we gone. And then we lose our business because we founded something.
Instead of building. This is why I say it's very important to support the black community, to support the black man, support anything that someone has going on. I'm like, man, we have to support each other. That's how we get fucked up. That's how they dividing us. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can build a Black Wall Street by going and get your car from this guy.
Majority
buy your clothes from this guy.
Majority of the most prosperous businesses in Petersburg right now are Caucasian owned. Majority of the most prosperous businesses that are in predominantly African American community are white owned. Now, granted, I'm proud to say they're not liquor stores, as some communities in Compton or New York. It's not like the bigger cities, but they're profiting off of our community, and we're not even taking the opportunity to capitalize. Did y'all know that there are actually programs that if you start your business in the business district of Petersburg, Virginia, or in the historical district, there are grants that will fund you for providing jobs for the community because we have such a shortage of jobs.
They don't know nothing about that.
But we don't do that for each other. Instead, the opportunities are taken by other races, and they're not hiring the African Americans. Why? Because the opportunity's been here, and y'all didn't jump on it. We're not as Jay, 100 Jay. We are not as resourceful as some of our counterparts.
Man, but the people scared of us for real because they know if we really.
See, but I think the major question is is the blacks is like they try to help their own kind, but then their own kind kind of bites them in the ass.
Hello. We do that too
much. And because of that, it kind of like makes a black man not want to help his own kind in a way.
Yeah, the niggas got the fuckery with him. That's why.
But
people be getting crossed so much. There's so much, man. There's so much weird shit that go on in our race. It kind of look at it like, damn, no one to be like this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you have to.
Like, niggas be crossed by their best friends and all that shit.
I look at it like this.
That shit hurt for real.
I look at it like, yo, we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? No one's perfect. You know what I'm saying? If your own kind bites you in the ass, I wouldn't say shit on the rest of us because of that. You know?
That's what they doing.
Take your time. Nah. I mean, yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Doing. Because it's a dog-eat-dog world. We come from a crab in a barrel type of effect from a type of city. You get what I'm saying?
You can't be fighting them and us at the same time.
I want to make clear, by no means are we glorifying any of the alternative means that African American community uses to obtain money or to obtain success or to obtain stability. By no means are we glorifying it, but in some cases that's the only option left. Like I have family members that their record is so fucked up that they can't keep a job. I have a cousin that he got out of the penitentiary and he worked at Purdue in 3 days, and Purdue let him off the 14th day because they checked his background. Even though he was a phenomenal worker, was early to work every day, he was working hard, he was staying overtime, and they let him go because of his history. Because they're not giving him the opportunity.
But these are the struggles of the black man, getting that F and not being able to even get legitimate employment.
But see, me, I got 9 felonies on my record, bro. I came home last May. I had a job in a month. So a lot of times I don't really agree with that because it's about how you sell yourself. Even though you got a fucking record, you gotta know how to go on.
Yeah, you
that's a lot of things that black people don't know how to do. They don't know how to go on.
But a lot of us don't even. Some niggas come home and don't know how to sell themselves. I feel as though it's our duty to help your fellow brother sell himself and get him a job.
Right. Niggas don't even know how to fill out job applications.
It's kind of like, okay, I know everybody remembers Baby Boy, right? He had a friend in Baby Boy. His friend kept on saying, Pete. He kept saying, yo, when you gonna give me a job, Jody? When you gonna give me a job doing what you do? Jody just gave him.
You ain't looking out for me?
Yeah. Jody just gave him the dress, right? Jody sold clothes. Jody knew how to sell clothes. Jody knew how to sweet talk women. Jody knew how to finesse.
He took his talents and used them to his advantage to become proper.
Now, I'm not knocking Jody for that, by all means. But where I have a problem at is that Jody gave his homeboy the material, the same thing that he was doing, and expected him to know how to do it.
Right.
He didn't help him learn how to finesse. He didn't teach him how to finesse.
He gave him the materials, but he didn't give him the blueprint.
Yeah, he didn't give him any type of blueprint whatsoever. It's like, yo, man, that's kind of like a setup for failure. That's kind of like, yo, I'm reaching back to help my brother. Now, Grant, just to say that I reached back to help my brother, but you didn't give him the tools he needed to survive on his own.
Right.
You still got you have to help people to that extent. When I see the Asians and the Arabs, they always say, yo, they gave that store to somebody else. But most of the time when I see it, they had the person in the store for a long time.
Right.
And then they kind of like
teaching them the whole time.
Yeah, they teaching them the whole time.
And see, I'm gonna tell you a trick. I'm gonna tell you a trick that the foreigners use that we don't. The foreigners, do you know that if they start a business, they don't have to pay any taxes for, I believe it's 3 years? 7 years. Okay, 7 years. And when I worked for Fat Phillies, they owned that business just long enough, and right before they were about to pay taxes, they brought another cousin over, gave it to him, and the same motherfuckers are sitting there. They capitalize.
That's how you're supposed to capitalize, though. I can't get mad at that.
Once you're given a system, your main objective is to see how you can get the most out of that system. That's called winning.
See, but that's a huge problem, though, Jay. When I say, like, I understand what you're saying, like, yo, people be scared that they're outdoing them. But it's not. It shouldn't even be about outdoing them. You know what I'm saying? It should be about bringing up another brother. Point blank, period. Helping another family survive and thrive and eat. This shit goes on to the centuries and decades later on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Every other race is doing it. Besides us, we bring each other down. This is why we stay so low.
You know what I'm saying? Weird.
I see people hating on motherfuckers vacationing. I see motherfuckers hating on motherfuckers for doing small things. And I'm like, damn, yo, why are you doing it?
The people get the most hate for progressives.
Yeah. And that's the biggest problem locally that I see.
People get hated on.
I'm gonna be like, damn, yo, you hating on them because they bettering themselves.
Right. And it's sad, but a lot of us take advantage of each other because somebody's doing well. Because somebody can afford to take a loss, that a lot of the black community feels like they should take it. Mm-hmm. So I'll ask you for a loan, and then I'll be like, man, I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
This is real talk. This is crazy you said that. This is real facts. I had a good friend of mine. I won't say his name or anything.
Come on.
But we had mutual agreement. I did business with him, a lot of good business with him. You know what I'm saying? And I spent money with him. So much good business to the point where I gave him money beforehand. I gave him money like up front, and then I got my product later. But long story short, he basically couldn't provide what I already was promised, but the money was already given out. And at the end of the conversation, he told me, he said, but I'm saying, you got it though. And I didn't get it. When he said, I was like, well, what do you mean? He was like, yo, but you got it though, bro. Like, you ain't even sweating that little money.
Which brings us to the next topic, that we lack morals and principles.
We do.
Amongst the community as a whole, we lack morals and principles. I'm not going to say all of us, but the same principles that our elders, our grandmothers, and our grandfathers tried to instill in us, we like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
As soon as a nigga see a nigga got something, the first thing they think is how they going to get something from this.
Yeah. Instead of a person looking at it like, yo, man, oh, my boy grinding, let me see how I can help him, or let me see how we can help each other.
Get a bag too.
You looking at a nigga like, what can I get from him?
Yeah.
See,
how can I get over on him?
Now, I know ain't nobody gonna say it, but I can only imagine how many people have already asked Frank for $1. Already asked Frank for something.
Frank
already asked when Frank beating out
Frank.
Beating out the Frank.
Them niggas, motherfuckers about in that joint like, take it.
You put an advertisement on them.
I need nigga anything. And that's why I started helping him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Instead of just supporting. Show your support.
Truly support. Go
And
spend some
they
money.
grind just
Buy
hard.
tickets. Buy a jersey. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. That boy worked hard. He worked hard through high school.
Yeah.
He worked hard through college.
Yeah.
He worked hard to get the spot he got.
Show
Y'all
the
niggas
support.
out drinking, doing dumb shit.
Show the
Y'all
support and
bitches
genuine
twerking.
love.
That nigga was in the gym.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the
To be
gym.
real, it's been so many days that I hit the basketball court as a child, and Frank was out there, underage, not old enough to really play with the niggas that was out there, but was out there every day faithfully. And whether they let him play or not, he was there. He'd be on the other shoe shooting it. He'd be on the other hoop shooting. He'd be out there dribbling the ball. He out there. You have to put in work. And that's what we lack as a whole. We lack.
And that's what we lack. That's what we lack. We lack work ethic. People are lazy.
Niggas feel like
people have
motherfuckers
obligated.
Like,
People have gotten
obligated.
Hold on, because they need to hear this motherfucking shit.
Tell them in.
No, real talk. Motherfuckers gotten lazy. People have gotten used to or feel like others are obligated to take care of them. And I feel like it starts off in society with women accepting the government assistance, and they becoming they become like crippled to the fact that they get this help, they receive this help. Now they feel as though someone is obligated to give you something. And I can understand why you would feel this way, because your entire time coming up, you got government assistance. Right. You got this help. You didn't use this
or you watched your mother.
Yeah, or you watched your mother, and your aunties do the same thing. So this is why the generation is getting hurt. Every single generation that come up, if they see their mother is coming up off this, it's crippling us.
And we'll tell you what's sad. Do you know how many talented people are in this community? You know how many women can braid hair 1,000 miles a minute? How many niggas can cut hair?
Man, y'all
cut hair to a motherfucking T.
Shout out to them beauticians.
Shout out to doing that. Shout out to every barber, every beautician, every person that has a brand or something.
That's why, for real,
shout you out like that.
I'm 100% proud of Jason Booker.
Shout out to
Jason been cutting hair since I was little. And niggas have told Jason 1,000 fucking times, bro, you need to be in the shop, bro. You need to cut hair, bro. You need to be in somebody's joint cutting some hair. And just recently, you know what I mean, I'm proud to say that now he's working in the shop. Now he's branding himself as a barber. Jason has been nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not just your regular one guard, even all over haircut type nigga. I'm talking about if you want the Mona Lisa on the side of your goddamn head, you goddamn call a nigga Van Gogh.
My girl used to cut.
Hey Jay, you put the Mona Lisas on the side of niggas' head, man.
Pull up.
My girl used to put the Scooby-Doo on the back of my drum.
Hey, you put Mona Lisas in the side of niggas' heads, man. You putting portraits and shit.
Come on now.
Come cut my
shit.
But
seriously, if you just tuning in, we're talking about the struggles of African American today. We just speaking on the judicial system, education, employment, how we tearing each other down and not helping one another, and that is a main thing that's going on in our community today. Is how we don't show love to one another. How we plan to use who's actually doing something with themselves.
Right.
My boy Sleezo say he lit, but I'm gonna act like I ain't heard that. But anyway,
I love my.
I mean, one of the things that holds us back is we get so complacent with under the table money. And at the end of the day, under the table money doesn't reflect progress. It doesn't reflect growth. It doesn't build credit. It doesn't build your standing as a tax-paying citizen.
When you start working, that shit ain't on your Social Security.
Talk to him.
All that under the table shit. When you start working, that shit ain't on your.
Now, granted, when you're a child, when you're young, that under the table shit is life. But at the same time, when you're a child, you can go ahead and start early, getting W-2s, getting your taxes up, paying your taxes, receipt. Come on.
Cause a lot of people ain't realizing right now, for real. Like my mom and daddy, they good. If they go, you know what I'm saying, for real, I ain't gonna lie, I'm good. But we living right now, we got kids and shit. Y'all don't realize if y'all gone, what the fuck your kids gonna have?
You got to leave. You have to leave a legacy.
They don't fuck around and have to even pay for your funeral because you just been out this bitch trapping all fucking.
Do you know
your whole life?
I got a homegirl.
This your whole life.
I got a homegirl. When her aunt passed,
they gonna struggle just like you did.
My dog had to come out her pocket, and she had to pay for majority of the flower arrangement. She had to come out her pocket for some of the casket, and at the same time, she had to contribute along with other family members to pay off a debt because they weren't in good standing when they passed.
Right. Because life insurance.
Because while we're here,
Make sure you get you some life insurance.
We're not building a good foundation for ourselves.
We're not.
You can't build a house without a foundation. Otherwise, it's sinking in the mud.
Facts.
You live next to mama's house, so who the fuck gonna live with you when your kid's struggling like you did? Because when your mama gone, then what?
But no, I truly understand. And shout out to you too, Nicole. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up on the comments and stuff. To the single moms without the government assistance, that makes
Nikki J.
That's gonna shut down a lot of shit.
They come on the show.
That's truthful shit though, because it's a lot of people that's out here that's grinding. They're not on government assistance
at all,
and they actually grinding and they actually going out here doing it.
Yeah.
And
shout out to the strong.
And I understand why they would be mad at the women who actually use government assistance so much to cripple us.
Side motherfucking bar. Females, if you have a child with a man and you receive any type of monetary assistance for that child, you do not need to keep it to your goddamn stuff. It takes two to tango. You're not contributing to the household by yourself. You're not paying them bills by yourself. You're not taking care of your lifestyle by yourself. So don't feel like, oh, I had that baby, so that's my money. That is wrong. Because if we got a check for it, y'all will feel obligated to it. Why? Because you had that child. Well, I had that child too. I just didn't push it out.
Yeah.
You don't pay for pain. That's a part of the process. You laid down, so you deal with the motherfucking consequences the same way that we do.
The same way.
Even though, in reality, we deal with it more on a physical matter, and y'all deal with it more on a physical matter. Y'all deal with it more on a mental matter. Y'all have to actually...
Y'all be fucking niggas out without talking all that bullshit. And shit.
I don't want to be like this, but it's so many single mothers.
That kids, you feel like
bro, because I watch this shit every day, bro.
You said that? Well, so, let them talk.
It's so many single parents out here. Because the way these mindsets of the females are. Now in the white, in the I ain't even gonna say the white, in other race communities, they don't have them problems. If they break up, then they split the duties of the child. No, not in African American. If they split up, a female feel like whatever he got, I feel like I deserve. Well, maybe if you'd have treated him fairly, maybe if you would have acted in a respectable manner, then y'all would be on good terms. Then y'all would be spending money. Then you would be breaking bread. Some niggas ain't shit. By all means, that's all racist. Some niggas
if the nigga ain't shit, then that's when I feel as though you get the law involved, put them on support.
Right. Straight up. And I support child support.
But if he actually get off spending money, do what he needs to do.
Take care, spend time.
You don't need to ask for no money. All you need to do is make sure the kid get with him.
Even if he ain't got it like he used to, it
don't make a difference. It don't make a difference. As long as he put forth effort.
Yeah, I did. You kind of got him.
If a man is putting forth effort, then you are not supposed to try to drain him of anything.
Come on now.
This shit is 50-50.
If you drain him, let me ask you this. If you drain him dry, what the fuck can you get from him?
Nothing. Can't squeeze blood out of turnip. Yeah, country shit. My mom used to tell me that all the time.
Okay.
But no, seriously though. That be the problem with a lot of the women. A lot of the women feel like, yo, because I had his baby, I'm entitled to the money that he has.
Shut the fuck
Up.
You're not.
The only obligation he has is to make sure he take care of that child. The only reason you really had the child, a lot of them, is so they can have money, so they can get in on his pocket. I ain't gonna go there. That's a whole other topic. And I'm already blocked. I'm already blocked. For real.
I had a conversation earlier because they were speaking on a female who was receiving child support from her baby's father and took him to court because she felt like because he was driving XYZ car, because he was wearing XYZ shoe, because he lived in XYZ house, that she deserved more money. But in reality,
that's when you know
if you leave the judicial system out of it, if you leave the court system out of it, a nigga that really got the money is not worried about taking care of his own. He's going to provide.
Yep.
Damn right.
But as African Americans, we don't allow it to get to that point.
Fighting against each other.
Nobody wants to see nobody. It goes right back to what I was saying earlier. People look for what they can get from you. They don't look at people not like earlier I said people instead of people looking at you like what can I do to help him? What can I do that we can help each other? And get better.
We look at what we can do to break each other.
We look at what we can do to get about you. And the women are doing that immediately by looking at a man, seeing that he has money, and she's willing to have a child by him. That's exactly what she's doing.
We're not saying that she's a gold digger, but she is not looking for
she's not looking for a broke nigga. She looking for somebody that
let me
see what I can get out of him. And if I can't get it about him, I have a baby. Then I still get it about him.
You know how many females I hear say out their mouth, shit, you know what I mean? My baby daddy got money. I don't give a fuck. Okay. What the fuck does that have to do with that?
But you're on Section 8.
You need to get some money.
Yeah, you need to get some motherfucking money.
Of course you got some money. Your rent $12 out.
Section 8 hoes ain't winning no more.
Don't pay that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Them Section 8 jumps is not winning no more.
No,
point blank period. I mean, you getting hit. I mean, you'll get hit. I mean, because niggas is dogs. That's just what it is. But you ain't winning out here. I ain't seen too many Section 8 jumps fuck around, get married, and niggas put them in houses and they graduate. I'm sorry. Graduate to better things. I'll wait.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Out of the ratio of the women that's saying that they on Section 8 living, how many of them can say, yo, man, they graduated, met a good guy, they married, and he took them, and she's not on Section 8 anymore?
She don't want to hit the crickets.
That says a lot. That says a lot. That says a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
But because of the woman thought process of some of these women, and to be totally honest with you, some of these women, they getting pregnant for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
They get pregnant to keep a man.
You get pregnant to keep a man, and you actually you bringing these troubles on yourself.
Yes, you is.
I can't be mad at this man if he don't want to come up off no money. If he already said, yo, he was not with having a child from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of what
I can't. But yeah, you're right. But if the man knew that yo, man, I was not ready for a child, he's willing to pay for this abortion and all that.
That was good though.
Then yo, you have to go with the flow. You can't expect him to be a great father. You can't expect him to be a great father. He's admitting that he's not ready.
This takes all that admitted shit out of the way. Niggas make dumb decisions off this.
And you need to stop getting drunk.
All substances. I mean,
all substances.
These niggas taking the perks.
They're gonna take the perks and get taken advantage of. They're gonna take the Molly and him know. Like, come on, man. Like, that's not even an excuse. That's not even an excuse. Because even after the alcohol wear off, yo, you still can go get your abortion.
Hey, one of your homeboys got trapped because he got fucked up and
the girl took advantage of him. I ain't gonna say no name.
She hopped on it. She hopped on it and took that nut.
Yeah, and got that nut. And then had no abortion. And had it. I know Jones up. I'm not gonna go that far. But I'm telling you, all I'm saying is I know women who's been trifling and guys that gave money for abortions and the women bucked on the money. I know shit like that. Like that shit, wow.
Bought that new purse.
You bringing a child into the unwanted child in a way.
Into an unstable
environment automatically because you are making a damn decision. And it's crazy.
We're paying $100,000, probably more than that.
That's crazy.
We have a lack of priorities amongst
But then I say some stuff I said about that because I was supposed to be an abortion. I'm a doctor.
And from that, we're gonna move on to the next portion of Unplanned Parenthood.
Unplanned Parenthood.
So many of us are not taking the time to plan the children. We're not taking the time to wait until we're.
Y'all just fucking after the club and popping the baby out.
And that be the motherfucking problem though. Because all of these babies are so unplanned, that means they're coming into unstable homes. That means they're coming into unstable relationships. Yeah. How many children you know are coming from? How many children you know? Not even from weddings. Let's not even look at it like this. How many children you know? Not a married couple, but just a stable relationship.
None.
How many children can you say have been born into stable relationships?
I had a conversation with my father yesterday. He told me that one of my siblings, not naming him, but one of my siblings, he does not know her mother's actual name. He said that she was quote not quote for quote, but basically she was a booty call. She was somebody he hit up after work or after the club,
and it happened. But the woman, this is the wild shit because I'm looking at it like this. Like if the woman know, like. Look, you got women intuition for every motherfucking thing else. You can say, goddamn it, I
know he was cheating.
You can tell
a nigga one shit.
Yeah.
She ever was scared she put in the car when he put up the gas pump.
But that's besides the point. You know you're a side piece too. Yeah. You know when you just a booty call.
You aware?
Side piece is one of the.
Ain't nobody dumb. Why would you even bring a baby into the whole situation and you know y'all just get together and fuck?
If you're gonna do that, at least don't do no broke nigga. At least go to Las Vegas or California somewhere and fuck a rich nigga.
Yeah, you going to look for that dollar. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You gonna be a gold nigga. Do that.
Don't do that, E.
Shit.
Because now we're being contradictory.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that.
But you know, I work on all of them.
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't be looking to have a child to help you know financially.
That was just
to travel a guy, period.
He's right.
You know what I mean?
That was just
you gotta look at you bringing another human being into the world.
I'm shallow.
From your stupid ass decision.
Yeah.
And that child does not deserve it.
And that child don't deserve it.
And
that child deserves a good father and a good mother.
Let me be the one to segue into the next portion. But we have to stop the interracial crime. We have to stop the black on black crime. We have to stop.
Let a nigga get it, man. Stop trying to rob a nigga all the time. Get it yourself. You mad because another nigga came up.
You gotta stop killing each other, yo. And the problem is right now.
You see a nigga with a bag, you go chase a bag.
So many kids have guns.
Yeah.
So many kids have knives. So many kids have the pack. You have to show your kids that they're a better option.
And that's because
you have to show your kids. You have to lead by example. If you see every time your mama disagree with somebody, she go fight that bitch. Every time your dad disagree with somebody,
that's the example. That's the example we have to lead as a parent. This is why I say, some of the parents are so young, they ain't showing no leadership. Nope. They ain't got no morals or no respects. The parents are getting younger and younger and younger and younger. So I can't expect this little girl to grow up and want to be a doctor, want to be an actor.
To want to have A's, to want to have good grades.
Yeah.
Because the parents gonna tell them, shit, I didn't have good grades either, baby. That's not a valid excuse.
And a lot of the women, they say this is the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. They say shit like I just want her to be better than me. Bitch, you ain't even graduated high school.
Whoa, you should make an attempt to be better than you.
Come on, man. Come on.
We have the
so if she graduated high school, she better than you, right?
For real, you want her better than you, so she take care of your ass because you ain't got shit.
A lot of them are satisfied with them being one step better.
I tell my kids, I try to raise my kids and tell them, to shoot for the stars, man. The sky's the limit. I'm not gonna put no limit on what I want them to do.
You can do whatever the fuck.
Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
If I didn't learn
put your mind to it.
If I didn't learn anything from the prior presidential election, is you can be whatever the fuck you want to be by being exactly who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Facts. Look at Trump.
Yeah.
That man didn't hold no cut cards.
Trump got that bread.
Exactly who the fuck
Trump got that bread. Trump got that bread.
He did have financial support.
Trump got that bread.
But at the same time, the votes don't tally up off of money.
Yeah.
The votes tally up off of you. It tally up off of being real. It tally up of you being yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, on my life, don't ever not be you. Everybody else out here taking.
Right.
Come on now.
What you say?
Everybody out here taking. Ain't no problem.
Everybody else out here taking, man.
Hey, I'm gonna end the show with that, yo.
On my life.
I'm cool with that.
Come on now.
Fuck with me, y'all.
Love all my black beautiful women.
Much love, man. And y'all make sure y'all talk about it.